It's time to venture far and wide across jungles, oceans, and lost temples in one of the most beloved Nintendo franchises of all time. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Donkey Kong Country levels. For this list, we looked at a variety of levels from the Donkey Kong Country series that ranged from the Rareware classics on the Super Nintendo to Retro Studios' Revival series with Returns and Tropical Freeze. No monkey business here, folks. These are the best of the best. Number 10, Bramble Blast, Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest. A head-spinning first entry onto our list. This dizzying level had Diddy and Dixie Kong navigating their way through a nasty bramble maze. What makes this so intense is that movement is not how it conventionally plays out, as the player must solely rely on blasting between barrels to make progress. Furthermore, these barrels consistently shift degrees and directions, making careful timing and precision a must to make it to the end of this stage in one piece. Number 9, Grassland Groove, Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze. If you ever wanted to recreate the famous scene from The Lion King where Simba gleefully leaps from plants and wildlife in a lively dance, this is your level. A very bouncy and musical stage, the player must guide Donkey Kong across the landscape as the many creatures and wildlife sway and swerve to the rhythm of the beat. The gorgeous graphics are something to marvel at, providing some spectacular sights as the colors pop and shine, perfectly complementing the already soothing musical score. Number 8, Tanked Up Trouble, Donkey Kong Country. Donkey Kong must really love those bananas if he's willing to go through a level like this for them. Similar to Bramble Blast, there is a fun twist to how the player navigates through this treacherous area. The catch this time is that the Kongs must rely on a moving platform to move forward. However, the platform in question has a very small supply of fuel, requiring the Kongs to gather fuel barrels along the ride to keep things in order. Adding to the challenge is a relentless barrage of oncoming zingers and neckies flying towards you. So yeah, are those bananas really worth it, DK? Number 7, Frantic Fields, Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze. Hang on to your hats, this one's a heck of a rush, of wind that is, taking place inside of a massive, twirling and dusty tornado as it storms through the wide open savanna terrain. The player will have to fight their way through the usual suspects of chasms to cross and enemies to eliminate, all while dodging the full force of Mother Nature. The intensity of the storm only escalates as you advance further, with lightning strikes and winds that reach such breakneck speeds that the level is torn apart before your very eyes. Quite the Frantic Fields indeed, but hey, at least it's fun to see penguins flying in the storm. Number 6, Ripsaw Rage, Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. Slicing itself into the next spot on our list is this pulse-pounding stage which demands that the player keep up a blistering pace of upwards momentum to avoid a massive saw tearing everything down. You'll clench your controller with every jump as danger is really never far behind. This fast-paced level also encourages replayability, as its frenetic speed can be very addictive, and furthermore, you'll want to go back to collect all those bananas and coins you missed the first go-around. Hey, leave it to this series to make near-death experiences a really fun time. Number 5, Cliffside Slide, Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze. Don't be fooled by all the snow, this level is no time to chill out. Really hammering home the subtitle of the game, the player must plow through harsh conditions while ascending a massive mountain trail. This perilous uphill battle is filled with death-defying leaps as DK soars through the air, all while a destructive avalanche shakes the world around you. One of the shining features of Retro Studios' rendition of DKC are their silhouette stages. We get to first see their beauty with Sunset Shore, and Amiss Abyss puts it to unique use underwater. But the epic avalanche of Cliffside Slide is a sight beyond words. Number 4. Tidal Terror. Donkey Kong Country returns. We hope you brought life jackets. Part of the beach world in the game, this level in particular stands out for the gargantuan tidal waves which rush towards the screen. These bursts of water are constantly splashing over the level, so it's absolutely imperative that you keep an eye out for shelter, otherwise you're going for a swim. This danger applies to everything else in the level too, so the player can use the waves to their advantage to clear a path before moving forward. This direct interaction with the level provides a unique gameplay experience and earns a spot on our list. Number 3. Blackout Basement. Donkey Kong Country. For this entry, the Kongs must traverse through a factory-themed level. It contains the usual set of obstacles: enemies to dodge, barrels to burst open, and gaps to cross. Should be no biggie at this point, right? How about the addition of not being able to see? The lights will flicker on and off throughout the factory, leaving you momentarily in complete darkness, so watch your step. We feel bad for DK's lack of vision in this scenario. However, for us, it's plain to see why this quest through the dark is awesome. Number 2. Castle Crush. Donkey Kong Country 2: Diddy's Conquest. Yet another level which provides an additional element to the gameplay to spice things up from standard platforming sections. The gimmick this time around is that the floor is constantly rising. As you climb higher and higher through the castle walls, you have to be careful not to get sandwiched between ceilings and the always rising floor. Never a dull moment, each tight squeeze requires fast reflexes and precise platforming, providing a hefty challenge and tons of excitement. You're also able to transform into Rambi to knock anything out of your way, and later Squawks to make a frantic race for that DK coin. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1. Rickety Race. Donkey Kong Country 2: Diddy's Conquest. There have been quite a few kart-themed levels in this video game series, with an excellent example being that of Minecart Carnage from the original Donkey Kong Country. However, this entry edged it out for encompassing every aspect of what makes the Donkey Kong Country series so enjoyable. A total thrill from start to finish, Rickety Race has it all. As you're dealing with stressfully steering your kart, you're also racing 9 enemies who are on the same track, and beating them rewards you with a DK coin. Of course, you have to really gun it if you want to get there first. There are so many great levels in the DKC series that even we couldn't fit all of our favorites onto this list. So let us know what some of your favorites are, and for more swingin' top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.